All right, guys, here we go. We seriously believe that the bottom is in for Bitcoin. No, we're not going to run to 100,000 next week. And also, we believe that top quality real world use altcoins should be on a roll to the upside as well. Now, what can, throw a wrench in the works would be obviously, a black swan event, an anomaly, WW3 popping off, or the US government coming in here and putting the hammer on crypto. But I think honestly, it would be our own, group, our own, people in cryptocurrency right now that could destroy it, or not destroy it, but bring it back, move one step forward, five steps back. But anyway, here we go. We got this beef. Well, first of all, let me say it's Digital Currency Group. I mean, you need to look those guys up. We'll take a look at it here in a second. But man, they own so much. They have so many fingers in the pot here and so many connections to cryptocurrency throughout the world. That's, if you looked at it like a wagon wheel, that's where the spoke would be. Well, the hub would be, and then the spokes coming off the hub. So yeah, Digital Currency Group, they're no joke, technically speaking. And yeah, all the spokes run off from them. And right now they've got beef between Genesis and Gemini, to say the least. 900 million, one owes to the other. And then if we look at the homepage of Digital Currency Group and see their portfolio here, I mean, you can go through this, I mean, for hours looking at all this. I mean, I don't mean to, make you go dizzy scrolling through here. And I mean, we're just now on, the C's, scrolling through here. And then also, I don't know if I mentioned or not, but Tether could be another ticking time bomb. I know some people go, oh, it's all FUD. Well, I mean, they wouldn't be talking about it unless there was some reality there. But let's get back to the charts here. And what we're looking at, we're hitting this high pivot. And normally these moves will go in a three count, like up, a pullback, and a run, 1, 2, 3. If you can count to three, you make a little money in this business. If it weren't easy like that, I couldn't do it. But anyway, the secret is after that move up, how far back you come. Okay, let me take that off again. So basically, if you run up and you make a small move back and then run, you have higher odds, higher probability to really expand that next move. Okay, but if you move, way back, to the middle or below, then it's going to take you a lot longer, if the odds are even there for you to come back up and take that top out. And as you can see, we're hitting this high pivot here, which was expected. But we've held the breakout, the most recent breakout candle. I'll get it right here in a minute. Trying to get through this real quick, from Saturday. Okay, now we'll see if this can last, overnight and into tomorrow. When the stock market and everything starts trading again. And then if we break over here, we're already over the 200, which is fantastic. And if we can break over, obviously you just look left. All the answer is going to be in the left. And we could have a real strong possibility running up, to that mid 22,000, maybe even 23. So I honestly, I don't think 23,000 is out of the question as long as we keep this momentum going. Now, let's take a look at the amount of money that's either come in to the crypto market or has left. Okay, because nothing, FOMO is undefeated, just like Mother Nature. You can't defeat FOMO. But if we look at the total market cap of all, throughout quote unquote the world exchanges, and yeah, some of this might be a little fluff, hypothecated coins. That's why you need to pull your coins off these scam exchanges and keep them in your own possession, and only put them on there when you're, trading out or whatever, selling or buying, and then pull them off. But anyway, total market cap, we're pushing up here in this consolidated zone. We're back into the top third of the area. And even after the COVID slam down, we only came down about a third or 33% of the way. We're still holding up here pretty good. We're not, I mean, we didn't come down, and take out, the double bottom here on the slam down, if that makes sense. And then, secondly, we're looking at the total two. Now, this is all your altcoins, including Ethereum, everything but uh, Bitcoin. It excluded Bitcoin right here, okay? And what's pretty interesting is that we have this little down trend line, and then we have broke up and over it. This low consolidation zone here that we broke down out of, during the FTX debacle. But anyway, held our own here, and then over the 20, over the 200, and over that consolidation zone right this minute, if you can, notice that. So, money is not, people, I don't think, it doesn't look like people are selling, what they say, buy the dump and sell the rip. But anyway, that doesn't look like that's what people are doing. They're being consistent here. There was some buying. That's what you're, ultimately looking for. And then let's look at Bitcoin on the weekly, but I'm going to take a lot of that off. That's for our Patreon members group. But anyway, well over the 20. And seriously, if you just went back in history and, you were telling, someone how to play this game, normally when you start getting up and over the 20 is when these big bull markets would kick off. All right, so buying on the 20 and then selling far and away from the 20. And just like in athletics, it's all about timing and distance, okay, position. And as you can see here, last time we hit it during that mega run, let's just use 2017 for example. We hit it in September the 20, and then we didn't come back down and hit it until January 2018. So, just common sense would tell you when you're far and away from the 20, you want to be scaling out, thinking about getting out rather than, adding on and getting into it for the first time. And then also, once you start trading under the 20, you want to start thinking about even more so getting out. And we break all that down. Matter of fact, we have a proprietary chart for our Patreon members. And actually, I'm going to be, and have used that chart to, get more close to calling bottoms and tops and knowing when to start scaling in, scaling out, et cetera, et cetera. But anyway, I just want to bring that to your attention. I think if the world holds itself together, the only thing that can hurt is our own self, okay, in the, crypto universe. And then people talk about, just one more note, people talk about regulation and starting out 2017, first quarter, 2017 when I got in, there's a lot of purists out there. We're going to deal only with, cryptocurrency. We're going to put the banks out, business, all that stuff. Yeah, that sounded good. That was a hope and a dream, but nothing's going to happen without regulation. The people with the most money out there right now are, I hate to say it, is your baby boomers, okay? And they're not going to, for the most part, might be a few, in there, including myself, they're not going to come to crypto in droves unless they're well protected. And because they're basically, a lot of those guys now are investing their retirement accounts. They're not going to, piss that away on something that's not regulated, that they still think some that is internet money, Ponzi scheme, and everything else from the news and all that, which if you look back in history, because everything pretty much repeats, in the 96 through 2000, there were, matter of fact, the phone companies, Mobels and stuff like that were trying to sue for the internet to be shut down, that you couldn't do voice over the internet. And Al Gore may not have invented the internet, but he stopped that and said you can't, slow down technology or stop technology, you're gonna have to, adjust to it, adapt, and come up with your own. So, at least he did that and saved temporarily anyway, saved the internet temporarily, meaning that, I think it would have eventually come back if they would have outlawed that, but, who's to know? And then, there were a lot of people saying that Amazon and Netflix were going by the wayside. Now, the Netscapes and those guys, you probably think of a lot more that did, bite the dust, that were big, big names and people made big, big money. And that's, I was talking about the quality altcoins. Majority of those, you need to be get in, get out, because they are, I mean, I don't, for the most part, I'm not going to call anybody out. For the most part, man, that's all you've been hearing lately. Even the big names, their networks are breaking down. You got all this shady operation going on. But you know what? Nothing's happened to Bitcoin. Man, it's just tick, 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 another block. Tick, 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 another block. I mean, it just keeps trudging and trudging. And the whole world's, blowing up behind it, like one of those action movies. And Bitcoin just walking through the fire and the smoke, just keeping on, keeping on. But all right, guys, we will see you on the charts.